What's going on YouTube? Jade here with Happy Dog Canine Training. In this video, we're going to be teaching you all how to train your dog. We're going to be going over markers and how to communicate with your dog effectively so it knows what you want from it. All right, so let's go over markers. You have to have markers to train your dog. This is how you communicate with it. So there's a marker for good behavior and there's a marker for bad behavior. The good behavior, we're going to use good boy, good girl, or yes. That is how we mark the good behavior. So how you train your dog in the beginning, whether it's a puppy or an adult dog that doesn't know anything, you have to use treats or it's food to free shape and lure it. Then you mark that behavior and reward, and it's all about timing. You got to be quick with your hands so that the dog picks up on what you want from it. So for example, Tucker, come, sit, good boy, reward. Good boy was the marker for the good behavior because all I asked from him was to sit. So let's make him down. Tucker, sit, down, good boy, reward. It's that simple. Let's make him stay. He already knows stay, but how do you teach a dog stay? There's many of ways that you can teach them this. You can hold the leash, open the door. You know they're going to try to charge out. Let them self-correct themselves until they calm down and look to you for guidance. Then give them the release command. You can also just clip a leash to them, throw a treat or a ball or whatever they desire. He already knows this, but the way I trained him was I put the leash on him. I held it, I threw the treat, Tucker, stay. Okay. And okay is the release command. Good boy. Now that we've talked about the basic principles of how to train your dog, which is markers and reinforcement, let's talk about some of the tools that you all will run across and might want to use. So you have a harness, you have a slip lead, you have a flat collar, a choke chain, a prong collar, and a martingale. So that's the 6 that you will run across. It depends on your situation what you will want to use. If your dog is pulling out of control and it's a heavier dog, I'm telling you, a harness is not going to ever get the job done. You cannot correct your dog with a harness if it weighs above a certain amount, like 45 pounds. So let's go over and show you all what a correction looks like with a dog. So I'm going to put this leash on Tucker on his flat collar. Tucker, come. So a correction with a dog on the leash is a pop and release. You reduce the tension so that you can pop and release the tension immediately. And you have to be fair but firm. Firm meaning depending on the situation, you got to let your dog know that's not okay. You cannot get away with that behavior. Fair meaning you release that pressure immediately no matter what the situation is so that you're clearly communicating with your dog. So let's show you all what a correction looks like. He's not doing nothing wrong, but I'm going to show you all what the pop and release looks like. So he's got a flat collar on, no tension, a lot of slack, pop, release. That is a correction. So whenever I use a marker for bad behavior. My marker is a noise. A lot of people use no as the marker, and that's okay. But for some reason, I like using the noise better. And my noise is ch. So if a dog is doing something I don't want them to do, and you're trying to create house mannerisms in the house, you have to correct them. So what does that look like? Let them drag that leash around in the house. So say that he goes to the trash can. I can go creep up behind him, pop, release. That is a correction. And I'm marking the bad behavior right before the correction comes. So once this leash comes off of the dog, that marker for bad behavior actually means something to the dog. So you don't have to correct because it's associated with a correction usually. That is how you train dogs and modify behavior. You have to use a marker for bad behavior, just like you do with good behavior. So, Tucker, sit. Good boy. Marker, good marker. I'm teaching him, that's what I wanted him to do. And I'm using a hand command, the same one. I point my index finger up and then I reward him. I would have to say my ultimate favorite tool would have to be, and it's not necessary for all dogs, but it would have to be the Herm Sprenger 2.25 prong collar. Now, Blue here has a flat collar on. Look at the difference. I showed you all the corrections. He's not been trained yet. So see how he's pulling himself just a little with a flat collar and he's choking himself. So a correction, Blue, come. See how much harder that is? You have to actually try, and this dog's a little big. He's only 9 months old, but imagine when he's full grown. The owners are going to be struggling if I didn't train him on a prong. So we're going to start on a prong collar. Put it on him. Blue, good boy. All right, I'm going to let him feel the stimulation so he don't freak out. That's a correction, y'all. So you see it's not hurting him. It's not freaking him out. So let's walk him now. Much easier, I guarantee it. Blue, come. Yes, good boy. Good boy, Blue. Sit. Yes, good boy. Down. That's a good boy. Come. Heel. Heel. And you see, this is barely any pressure. When this dog came in yesterday, it was pulling out of control with a flat collar. If you put a harness on this kind of dog, you can hang it up. You're going to be getting dragged through the streets or your yard. With the flat collar, you got to use muscle to have any control over this dog. And whenever he pulls, he's just choking himself really bad with this from one angle. Slip lead, I wouldn't recommend on this dog either if you really don't know what you're doing teaching him leash pressure. So the prong is the way to go with a dog like this size, 9 months old, pulls like crazy, and watch. Blue, come. Good boy, Blue. And I'm marking that behavior because he's doing what I want him to. Good boy. Look how gentle it is. No tension. And if I have to pop, it's not a harsh correction. Look, he's pulling right now. He's up in the camera. Blue, come. Yes, good boy. And I'll mark that behavior. So I'm going to let Blue do his thing. The prong collar for a dog that is a bigger dog and pulls on a leash is the way to go. You must know how to use it. So all tools can be used, but you have to know how to use the markers and reinforcement so that you can communicate effectively with your dog. It is the most important part about dog training. You'll learn as you keep learning more and more about dog training that markers and reinforcement is almost everything in dog training. You use it with everything. It don't matter if it's a service dog, a pet dog, off leash, it's all the same stuff with the basic principles of the foundation of the basic principles. So I hope this helped you all, and I'll be making a lot more videos coming soon. We have a lot more in store. We're here at our facility. We got about 11 or 12 dogs right now. Christmas was crazy. We had over 20 dogs. But I want to come and show you all what you need to know so that you all can train your dog at home. And if you ain't got the time, we do board and trains, and you can go to HappyDogCanineTraining.com for all the prices and packages. We have great prices, and we offer off-leash. We offer 2-week board and trains, puppy head start board and trains, all the way to the 4-week off-leash. We also deal with aggressive and reactive dogs. It's all what depending on what you're looking for. But I'm going to show you all here on YouTube how to do this stuff yourself with training a dog that's friendly. I'm not going to show you all everything with aggressive dogs and all of that on YouTube. I'm just not. So, hope you all like the video, and I'll see y'all soon. If you are interested in any of our board and train programs, you will be able to see all of our prices and packages on the website. I left the link to our website in the description box below. You will discover our prices plus shipping your dog to us will still be cheaper than any of your local companies. If you plan to do a board and train with us, expect to get constant updates on your dog's progression. If you have a service dog that needs to be able to pass the obedience test, we can help you out. If you want to be able to take your dog everywhere with you off leash, we can help you out with that. If you have an aggressive or reactive dog, we can also help you out with that. I have a program for remote training where I travel to you if necessary. You will find all of this on the website. In all of our board and train packages, your dog will get to socialize and play with all kinds of other dogs and kids. My email will also be in the description box below, so feel free to reach out anytime. If you got any value out of this video, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment down below. We really appreciate your feedback and support. So, look forward to a lot more content coming soon, so make sure you hit that notification bell so you get alerted when a new video comes out. Have a good one.